right, all right. Now, let me see here. Oh, I got to turn this fan off. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me okay? I'm wearing different headphones right now with a different microphone. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, so just if you can, let me know. Do I sound okay? If not, I will switch back. Yeah, I do. I sound all right. Sup? How you guys doing? Okay. All right, let me turn this down all the way and pull up the chat. And we got a few people in here. Hello, Kathleen Kennedy. Glad that you could join us today. You Cray Cray KK. Guide for Artists and Entrepreneurs. What a great name. How are you? I'm on, yeah. Good, good, good. Let me see. I can't actually hear myself through these. Now can I? No. I sound drunk. Why does everybody say that? I don't sound drunk. I very rarely drink. Hi. Imperial Intelligence says, Ethan, I made a video for you. Okay. Well, what is the video about, Imperial Intelligence? What kind of video did you make for me? Better not be porn. I sound mellow. Well, I am. I got up early this morning. I put up a. I'm spurring my speech. I'm spurring it. Does that mean I'm wearing cowboy boots with spurs and I'm just kicking them into the side of my speech to get my speech to go faster? Imperial Intelligence says Ryan Johnson co-hosts a talk show with me, and that's what your video is all about. Well, I'm interested in seeing that. Yeah, this is sad. I'm all American cornbread. Why are you drunk this early in the morning? Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, isn't it? It's 5 p.m. At some place. Dr. Fantastic is thrilled that I'm putting in the time, live 24/7. Now listen, I still have to, even though yesterday I did a lot of videos, a lot of live stream videos. Yesterday was a little crisis with Comicsgate. Yesterday was a big fire that needed to be put out with a lot of weirdos freaking out. A lot of weirdos freaking out. Day drinking isn't healthy, says Neiman99. I agree. Well, that's why I don't do it. Matthew Murphy, he says, I hate these soft serve pussies that act like someone else's informed opinion is toxic. Yeah, you scared us yesterday, says Joe Bustify. Why? You guys, I'm okay. I'm all right. Here's what's going to happen, and this is the truth. I mean, this is just reality. Andrew and I talk about this. We are going to, it's going to get worse. The more successful we become, the worse it's going to be. There will always be people out there who are, and some of them are going to be surprising. They're going to be former friends who just snap. Yeah, it wasn't spicy enough yesterday. No, it wasn't, because I was trying to calm things down. I was a soothing glass of milk, trying to calm down the spice. I didn't want to get this thing going anymore. First time mentioned by DNC. Keep fighting the good fight, bro. Yeah. I mean, there are going to be people who announce themselves. I was talking to a friend of mine who's also in Comicsgate, and we're planning big things. We actually have things going on that, I mean, if you're not with us, you're going to be sorry. And we're scanning the environment around us. We're scanning the landscape, and there are Judases everywhere, and not Judas priests. They're not wearing leather with spikes. What did Judas wear? What did Judas Iscariot wear? They'll all take the 30 pieces of silver, and that's fine. That's what they'll get. If you want to go against me right now, and if you want to turn your back on me as your friend, you can do that, and you will get a little bit of attention from people. There are certain people who will be glad that you did. People who stand in the way of making comics great again. Nigel Marnie says, Ethan, you really did receive the Caesar treatment yesterday when Tim took out his transcript. That was unbelievable. I was like, I mean, imagine. All right, so those of you who don't know, who weren't following this, and we'll get to, people are like kind of calmed down with the Comicsgate. I don't want to talk about Comicsgate all the time. I don't. I want to talk about other things. But it's just like, yesterday, I had a bunch of people who are also conservatives in comics, supposedly. I thought they were. I thought they were not SJWs. Turns out they were kind of SJWs all along. Um, uh, I guess he pulled out. They all got together. They wanted to use this opportunity that I created. I like to share my stage. I do a live stream. I'll get between 1,000 and 2,000 like fans watching. That's a big deal for people who have between 1,000 and 2,000 subscribers for their channel. And I do want to bring them on here and expose them and their ideas and their personalities to my subscribers. Maybe you guys want to subscribe to them. Unfortunately, your real personality does come through when you're on a live stream for a long period of time, and that might not win you more subscribers. But in this case, a fella who I respect, I used to respect, Tim Lim, got very upset because I accidentally and inadvertently not even denounced. I just kind of said, this isn't what we should be doing. One of his projects. I kind of feel, and I still feel, that Trump comics are not the best direction for this movement, my area. The people who are with me to go. And that doesn't mean every conservative in comics shouldn't be doing Trump comic books. They'll probably sell. They'll do good. I mean, there are people that will buy them. For me, I don't think that that's the direction that my group of guys is going to go in. And I said that. I said that to my group of guys. I said, guys, no, cut out the Trump, no Trump stuff. Well, I didn't realize Tim Lim was the guy who was doing all of these Trump comics. I knew he had done some. I didn't know he was doing all of them. I thought it was just kind of a company thing that we do Trump comics here over at Antarctic Press. And I said in a live stream, I said, hey, this isn't the direction that I want to go in. And I told those guys, no more Trump comics. Now, when I say those guys, I mean my guys. I don't mean everybody in the world. And also, I don't mean the guys who are actually working on the comic. When it's understood, I don't know who you are. I don't know who's working on that comic. I don't talk to you guys. Anyway, he's like, 6 people came to me, and I have a transcript here of your exact words. You said, I talked to those guys, and I told them no more Trump comics. And he said, you didn't talk to us. And I was just like, Tim, as I just said at the beginning of this chat, I don't know you. How would I ever talk to you? Why would you think I was referring to you when the whole time I'm talking about me and my friends? I don't know you. Well, you made it seem like you talk. No, I don't. All right. He had the transcript. He thought he was going to really nail me down in a lie, as though I had, lied to you guys about talking to him. That is not what I was saying. That was not what I was implying or meant to imply. If they would like me to outright say that I do not talk to them, if they think that would be a better move, a better strategy, that I do not associate with them, okay, I do not associate with them. I don't know what they're talking about. Yesterday was it productive? I think that, we cooled down a little bit and everybody kind of got to know each other. But yeah, there was a little bit of weirdness. There was a little bit of weirdness with Comicsgate. And it did seem like there was this coordinated plan to utilize the platform that I was generously offering to these people who could use a platform, to use it to kind of sandbag me. Now, on the one hand, that is a good thing. It's kind of nice and honorable that they tried to sandbag me in front of my own audience. That takes balls. I mean, it's just like, that takes balls. Sandbagging me in front of my own audience. My fans are my fans. I mean, they're going to probably be predisposed, unless you have an ironclad case against me doing something really wrong. They're probably going to be predisposed to being on my side. So at least that was brave, but it was stupid. And hopefully that kind of thing is over now. Dallas Deadeye, Uncle, please don't forgive Captain. He crossed the line. I don't have too much more to say about it. He's still going. That actually makes me sad. These other guys, this other little faction that is kind of splitting off from Comicsgate, or tried to split off from Comicsgate yesterday, that was okay. That made me a little sad. Captain Cummings actually does legit make me sad, because I really thought he was my friend. And it's just like Moose, I mean, look, Ethan's dad's got a puppet account. Um, uh, yeah, Super Anime Gamer. Sorry, EVS didn't get notified. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. I'm glad that you could join me. Thank you so much for being here. I actually love Captain Cummings, and so this is all kind of like you know, yeah. Well, here's the thing. There are SJWs out there that really hate me. I am becoming kind of. Somebody said Ethan's starting his own religion on Twitter today. I was like, I'm not. I'm Christian. I'm not starting my own religion. I'm just standing up and saying what's going on in comics is wrong. If you want to pray to that idea, if you want to tithe to that idea, if you want to worship that idea, you're free to do so. I'm not starting a religion. I'm just kind of pointing out that things in comics are going wrong, and we should just take another alternative. Max Hammer says take Medicare's stance. No friends on the internet, just people that you talk to. Well, maybe no internet friends, but I have real friends that I'm actually associated with. Alan King says you're really bad at picking friends. Oh, it's just that's devastating. Well, you know what it is? I have an instinct that when it comes to picking friends, I want to help people. Like I tend to pick people that I feel like I can help. And do you have flagellants in your religion? If so, I am in. That would be nice. I will actually no, it's the other way around. I flagellate. I get I get out daddy's belt apparently in my religion, and I have to start spanking my followers. Well, some of them need spankings. Hey Cecil, how you doing? Can I be helped? Yeah, Cecil, you know what? So far, so good with you. I have to admit, as goofy as our relationship is, you when pressed, you're loyal. What a great. By the way, stop for a minute, and I want you to really think about who your friends are, and then just ask yourself what their best quality is. Besides, what else? What would be a good quality in friends? Having a lot of money and a big house and a swimming pool. That would be a good quality to have in a friend. But no, the best quality to have in a friend is loyalty and not spanking. If your friends are loyal to you and you're a loyal friend in return, you've got everything that you need. It's so hard to find loyal friends. And by the way, disloyalty is a low down, like loathsome. At least for my culture, I mean, the way I think culturally, disloyalty to your friends is despicable, absolutely despicable. You choose your friends who stand by you. You need to stand by your friends, and no matter what, I mean, there might be peer pressure against standing by your friends. You got to stand by your friends. Um, Ethan's friends have a bad taste. George isn't getting eaten tonight. Loyalty. Stay loyal. Stay loyal. Do it for yourself. I mean, it doesn't. It might not always pay off. That's why I can't come out. I did something on Twitter. I put throws shade at Captain Cummings because he's still over there. This whole thing about throwing shade is completely soy based. Throwing shade. Shut up. I kind of, if I don't like you, I'll say so. It's like I don't need to throw shade. I don't need to be subtle about it. If you're a dick, I'm going to say you're a dick, just like that. I'm not going to be like, well, I don't know. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I am a man. I am a man. Hey, look, I might be a comic book artist. I might be chubby, but I am a man, and that is soy based behavior. I don't like that. I don't throw shade. I actually will come out and say, you're a dick. You're being a dick. You're misbehaving. So anyway, loyalty, that is the thing. That is absolutely the thing to do. And also tall hair. If you have a lot of hair, get your hair up like that. That is, it's a little Tim Doyle here. A little Tim Doyle hair. Christopher McQuarrie doesn't want to make Star Wars or a superhero film now. He doesn't want to. I think his feelings have been hurt. Bed Bath and Biatch, right there. You got everything that you need, and you got your Biatch. You're set. Cooper Hood, what a great name. Christopher McQuarrie isn't interested in joining Star Wars or a superhero franchise anymore, and it's all thanks to the internet. McQuarrie has been a major force in Hollywood for the last 2 decades. After early pairings with pedophile Bryan Singer on public access, alleged pedophile, Bryan Singer, on public access and The Usual Suspects. He's become one of Tom Cruise's most frequent collaborators. I like Tom Cruise. See, I don't want to throw shade on Tom Cruise. Everybody else does. I know he's a Scientologist. I almost think that's your own problem if you're a Scientologist, but then again, they do victimize other people. If you're Tom, wait, let me think about this. Let's talk this through. How do we feel about Tom Cruise being a Scientologist and being the visible face of Scientology? On the one hand, being involved in a cult is kind of your own problem, your own problem. But then again, like being like a famous face of a cult, inspiring other people to join, it might be, you might be a victimizer. All right, let me drink this, and you guys tell me if you can hear. I have a new headset on. It's not a very good headset, but I have a new one on. Tell me how this sounds. Was that bad? Yeah, that was me drinking the Kool-Aid. Meh, people didn't like it. People didn't like that. No, I'm kidding. That's getting panned. Me drinking on my new headset is getting panned right now. People don't like it. I didn't slurp at all. I didn't make a slurp noise. Volume up? I don't know how to turn the volume up. I think you're messing with me again. Yeah. Okay. Yo, Ethan, did you see that Last Jedi remake poster parody? Yeah. Where Luke Skywalker had like He-Man's body or something like that. Yeah, I did see that. That was by the way, what are the odds? What are the odds that the last remake, The Last Jedi, is actually another kind of false flag operation from social justice warriors that work for Disney? You know, it just seems like the kind of thing. It got so much press for something so stupid that it really does kind of seem like it could be a false flag operation. Like, hey, okay, so let's. And they came for me. They came for Jeremy. These people. What are you coming for me for? What are you bothering your Uncle Ethan for? I don't do nothing. Yeah, I'm already back from my furniture run. Andrew is very happy with the furniture. By the way, I went there. Before we get back to this. I know listening to this back annoys people, but you got to understand. I know this is it's a talk radio show. I actually talk to people here. I have an article that I'm reading, but I do actually talk to the audience, and I tell you stories and things along the way. And if you don't like that, I do recorded videos as well. So bear with the crowd. Yeah. So Andrea is so proud to be a Van Sciver. She's very proud. We got married in November. She's happy with her new last name. She's happy to be a part of this family. I have a big family. I have a very, very big family. And so does she. I mean, but not as big as mine. Mine dwarfs her family. And so, you know, she is learning about my family legacy. My family founded a furniture store called Van Sciver Furniture back in the 1800s. And she does research about it. Now, I've always known this, but it's just something, you know. It's nothing that I'm not into it. But she's so happy. She's so happy about this. She's actually reading up on it. She does research on it. She's aware of what Van Sciver furniture looks like, and she is hitting up yard sale sites and antique stores to find. She wants a dining room. She wants a perfect dining room, a Van Sciver dining room from the 1940s. I mean, it's all in this area because Van Sciver Furniture, their original building existed in Camden, New Jersey. So there's a lot of old Van Sciver furniture, you know, estate sales and things like that. So she's watching. She knows the pieces that she wants, and she is watching all these yard sale sites. She's watching all about waiting for these pieces to come up. So last night she said she came downstairs, and she's so cute. She's just like eyes wide. She's like, "We have to talk." And I said, "Okay, what's up?" And she said, "All right, so I found a breakfast table, and I found the 6 chairs that go to the dining room table that I bought." And I said, "Oh, Van Sciver Furniture?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "The problem is, like, she's only going to let us get them at 10:30 tomorrow." And then she looks at me for a long time. And I go, "Oh, well, okay, we can go. I'll take you over there." And she's like, "Well, I got the baby, you know, all this stuff." And I'm like, "All right, I'll tell you what. You rent me a truck. Go online and go rent a U-Haul truck. I'll go pick it up, and I will go drive out to Hamilton." I thought she said Hamilton. It was Hamilton, New Jersey, which is right near Atlantic City. It's pretty close to Atlantic City. And the chairs, I mean, the thing about buying this stuff is that it's pretty cheap. I think we paid $275 for six antique dining room chairs and a breakfast table. And I went out, I rented the truck. By the way, those of you who listen for a long time, you know one thing about me is if I wasn't a comic book artist and I was single and I wanted to lead my like blue collar alternate lifestyle, I'd be a truck driver. Love driving trucks. Love driving trucks. So I got a little U-Haul, not very big. Was thrilled to get it out on the road and drove down there. Met this woman. She was this kind of emaciated smoker. She was probably about my age, and she was managing an estate sale out of this broken down old house that was probably built 1910, New Jersey 1910 architecture. It was filthy. It was a mess inside. And she was selling everything. Now, Andrea didn't know this. Like, if Andrea had known that this was a full-on estate sale and not just a chance to buy these chairs and this table, she would have been in that truck with me. But she didn't. She sent me out there to do it. Now, this woman said, "Hey, how do you feel about this gigantic table?" And she had the Van Sciver furniture table, the same one, same exact piece that's in our living room with the TV on it. And she said, "You could just take that if you want. You want to just throw that in?" And I was like, "That for free?" She's like, "Yeah." Well, Andrea, we already have that piece. And so I went, I'll talk to my wife. If she wants me to, I'll drive right on back out here and I'll pick it up. And I brought everything home. By the way, they just had this antique, like, I mean, wonderful old furniture. They had an old telephone, the kind that, from the 1920s that, would sit on the hook, and all this cool stuff, cheap, like really, really cheap. And I came home, unloaded the furniture, told her about the table. She said, "You didn't get it?" No, not a rotary phone, the kind of phone that is like a staff, like it looks like I don't know. It looks like two penises that you pick one penis up and you hold that to your ear and you're talking. You know what I'm talking about? Those old telephones. Yeah. So she's like, you didn't get the table." I said, "No, I thought you said that you were happy with the one that you have and you didn't want another one." She said, and she like had a little mini like panic attack in the midst of her joy over getting these 7 pieces of furniture that I just brought home. She had a little mini panic attack. I was like, "We'll get back right in the truck. I'll get in the truck. I'll go over there and I'll go get it." And she said, "No, it's okay." Well, Tippy Tail McKitty, it's not an analogy. Is it? It's a comparison. I don't know. I couldn't think of what else to compare it to. It's just, Um, SJW repellent materials in Van Sciver furniture, Dick Grayson asked. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. It's a Dick phone, right? But you've seen them, and they're in all the old movies. They don't really. It's 2 pieces. It's not. I don't know. It's not one big handle. How do you explain what one of those phones is? Yeah, I don't really know. But anyway, so I just returned the truck, and she is upstairs. I'm sure right now, she is stewing about that piece of furniture. And I said there was a whole estate sale. They had China, like how does Trump say China? China. They had China, and it was like $2 for a stack of old China, like beautiful plates and stuff. And I said you probably would have loved it. And she like eyes were wide. Eyes were absolutely wide. How do you say it? China? How does Trump say it? Rare Ringu goes, "Ethan, go back." Well, if Andrea wants to go, I'll go. I have no interest in any of this stuff. I have no interest in any of this stuff. But if she does want to go, I will take her. That's what husbands do. I'm happy to do it. On the way home, I had a nice conversation with Mitch Breitweiser. He called while I was driving home. Great conversation, very optimistic about the future. I'm going to go back up there and have another meeting with him next couple of weeks. I think, yeah, next 2 weeks from now, I'll be in Arkansas meeting with Mitch and Elizabeth about what we've got planned. We've got amazing things planned, absolutely amazing things. And I said this to, and I came home and I told Andrea everything that I said, and I just said, I'm going to make, I mean, Andrea's had a hard life. I said, I'm going to make you a very wealthy woman. You're going to be very, very happy that you married me. And like her eyes welled up. I was like, oh, that's like when you talk about how hard somebody's had it, they know it's true. And then you just go, it's going to be okay. We're going to be all right. we're gonna do good. We're gonna do good. I mean, getting away from DC Comics was scary. Um, uh, Making these kinds of plans is great, and everything is going our way. Everything is going our way. So you know, it was just nice. It was a nice conversation with my wife. It was a nice conversation with Mitch too. We talked about what happened last night. Those who aren't with us, you're going to be sorry. Those who want to oppose us, you're going to be sorry. Those of you who want to stick a knife in my back, you're not going to hurt me. I'm going to be just fine, and you are going to be sorry. Be nice. That's all I'm saying. Be nice. Mitch's Red Rooster is July 5th. He's going to start it at 11 a.m. I am going to be here to promote him. My goal is to make his. I know this sounds like counterintuitive. My goal is to make him and Red Rooster the number one, the biggest. Right now, I get to say that Cyberfrog is the biggest crowdfunded comic book of all time. The biggest. No, I'm not doing the art. Mitch is doing the art. The biggest crowdfunded comic book of all time. That's what I get to say for the next month. I hold that record right now. I hold that record. I'm gonna lose that record. I'm gonna lose that belt, and I'm gonna fight to make it happen. I want Mitch's Red Rooster to be the biggest crowdfunded comic book of all time. So what we got to do is the 5th. My first day. This isn't necessary, but I would like to see it happen. My first day of crowdfunding, I made $94,000. That was my first day of crowdfunding. I want to get Mitch to 100, but I don't need to get him to 100. I just need to get him to 95. I just need to get Mitch to $95,000. I will be promoting him. I will be asking you guys to contribute. I will be asking you guys to purchase a copy of Red Rooster and make a showing here, make a stand. Be a part of this, be a part of history, be a part of Taking Back Comics. Be a part of what we are up to, because what we are up to is good stuff. It is really, really good stuff. Yeah, Red Rooster is dope. I love I love the golden age kind of innocence of it, the naivete of being a superhero, like a guy who grew up on a farm, and he is gonna. I love that. He compares himself to a rooster. What is Red Rooster exactly? Red Rooster is a story. Here's what I know about it. I haven't gotten too many spoilers out of Mitch, and even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. But the Red Roosters are a secret society. It is a secret thing that goes back 100 years. And then it's handed off to this one gentleman. This takes place, I think, in the 1920s. And is it the 1920s or 1930s? I'll have to check that with Mitch. But he inherits the mantle and decides to take it public. So he's going to be the first public Red Rooster superhero who's looking for, it's in the 1930s, who's looking for publicity and attention and everything. And it's going to be wild. It looks cool. It looks very, very cool. Yeah. I'll do some artwork for it. Like I'll probably, if they ask me to do a pinup, I'm going to do it. If this is the thing. I want them to do their thing. I want Red Rooster to blow up. I want people to see that Comicsgate comics are growing. Voorhees 67 says, "Can we please meet Aunt Andrea? She's so shy. She doesn't want to get in front of the camera. She doesn't want to." Trigev Klet, do you have T-shirts with "This Better Not Be Porn"? That's correct. I do. Thank you for asking. We just put them out today. I was gonna say hi. Can you see me? This better not be porn. This is our brand new T-shirt. The link is in the description. Brand new. Okay. We got them in all kinds of colors. Let me see. All kinds of colors. There's white and light gray. Light gray is a new color. So this is our new T-shirt. We are going to order it right now. The link is in the description. It does have the laughing man on the. Can you guys even see it? I'm not. It's not like I'm holding it. The link is in the description, and Ethan's face spotted. Those of you who want to meet Andrea, I'm allowed to show pictures of her. So if you want to see what we look like, you can already see what I look. I'm a big fat doughy guy. I'm just saying that. If I call myself a big fat doughy guy, people will meet me and say, "Hey, you're not as fat as I thought," and that's probably that'll probably benefit me. So yeah, big fat guy. All right, where's our picture? All right, here we go. Here's me and your Aunt Andrea at the Frank Sinatra concert. We yeah, built for comfort. What does that even mean? That's such a frightening thing. I'm not fatter than I say I am. She is. She's a beautiful sweetheart. Uh, there we are. And yeah, this was when we went to see. She's a big Frank Sinatra fan. She is beautiful. Hell yeah. She's a big Frank Sinatra fan, and of course Frank Sinatra is dead. And um, yeah, Frank Sinatra is dead. But the Philly Pops had a big Frank Sinatra show, and they had kind of a guy come out from Broadway to sing like Frank Sinatra, and she really wanted to go for her birthday. And this was April 7th, so this was just a couple months ago. Andrew's birthday is April 2nd, so I took her for her birthday to see the Frank Sinatra show. And yeah, that the person in the back is nobody that we know, but another Frank Sinatra fan. There you go. So that is yeah, I know it's bad news that Frank Sinatra died. Um, Out of your league. Listen, all women are out of our league, guys. I mean, saying that Andrea is out of my league, no kidding. We're lucky to have women. They're absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So this is Andrea, and yeah, we are very, very happy together. She thinks Morena Baccarin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe now she's when she was younger, she looked a lot like everyone said she looked like Meadow Soprano from The Sopranos. But I think like I haven't seen Meadow Soprano in a long time. But who else do people say she looks like? She looks like what's her name from My Cousin Vinny? No, Andrea is Italian. Andrea is Polish Italian. Yeah, that is my wife. This is your Aunt Andrea. She does not want to be on. I mean, she'll talk, but the thing is, like, I'm Marissa Tomei. That's right. A lot of people say Marissa Tomei when they meet her. She's very tall, and she's wonderful. Okay. The thing about Andrea, I keep telling her, boy, we could be like H3H3. If you wanted to come on and introduce yourself and talk to people, that would be cool. And she kind of feels like she just doesn't. When I'll try to get her to talk like I did this morning, and she'll talk like, okay, hi. But she's really scared. Look, I mean, if you really think about it, and you're not somebody who is used to kind of being known and meeting people and talking to people, you got like 1,200 people that you don't know who you've got to say. What if they judge you? What if they, you know what I mean? So that's who she is. Eventually, we will. I'm sure she will become more part of this show because the show is a big part of our lives. So yeah, let me see. You guys are saying Winter Queen. Thanks for 549. Will you offer your great comic digitally as well? Would love to read it on my iPad Pro. Greetings from the Netherlands. Love your work and your channel. Thank you, Winter Queen. And what a cool name that is. Yeah, I'm going to offer it digitally when I solicit it through Diamond. At that point, all of this stuff becomes digital. You can order it. So that's something that we're going to do. But that's not going to be for a little while. I want to make sure that people who order Cyberfrog, who actually order it via my Indiegogo campaign, and by the way, the link to my Indiegogo campaign is in the description. So please do order if you have not. If you have not purchased a copy of Cyberfrog Blood Honey, please do. I want to make sure that you guys get the best copies. Yours are going to be chromium enhanced. They're going to be beautiful. I want to make sure that you get your copies like 2 months before everyone else does. And that's the benefit of buying from Indiegogo. And your copy is going to be autographed, and it's going to be chromium. And then after that, everything will be available digitally. Mark C, $5. You married way outside your league. Well, wait a second now. Come on. Congrats, Uncle Ethan. Yeah, no kidding. Andrea, I told you guys this. When I met Andrea, I was 18 years old. She was 16 years old. She was the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen. That's how I felt about her. I was struck by her. I thought she has really long legs, and she's just absolutely beautiful. absolutely beautiful. And I didn't dare ask her out. So I feel like in my life right now, I have absolutely everything I ever wanted. People Circus, thanks for £2. Songs for Swingin' Lovers. What kind of show is this? Yeah, well, it's Frank Sinatra. Has she got a fiery temper? No. No, she swears a lot, though. She says she has a trucker mouth, which is good because I want to be a trucker. But that is the only criticism one could level against Andrea. Peter Mayer, thank you for $2. Andrea is beautiful. Go get her that damn table. If she asks me to, I will, guys. No kidding. I rolled out of bed at 7:30 in the morning to run out and get her furniture. Of course I will. Yeah. The story of how you met is cute. Well, yeah, she came to see me when I was drawing caricatures, and her mom was going to a Weight Watchers meeting at the mall, and she said, "I want to go talk to that boy." And her mom said, "No, he's a grown up. He probably drives." I was 18. I was a grown up. And trucker mouth means she swears. She's from Jersey. Mark C, thanks for $5. Be sure to get your boards color scanned for that impending artist edition. Oh yeah. Totally. Everyone's upset that Sinatra's dead. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Her mom eventually let her come over and talk to me, and that's how we met. All right, very good. So that's your Aunt Andrea. And now we can move back to this. Look, I didn't know you were married to Wonder Woman. Aw. She does have Wonder Woman pajamas. Joyzy girl. Yeah. How's your father? Says, don't let her get fat. Well, listen. I don't care. I don't care if she gets fat. She's not going to get fat, though. She's beautiful. All right, look. This better not be porn. This is our new T-shirt. And, it is cool. This is the most requested T-shirt. We are going to get rid of the Tico T-shirt, not out of social pressure. We're not getting rid of our Tico T-shirt because, it is... everybody is talking about how Tico is, or not Tico, what's her name? Kelly Marie Tran has been bullied off of social media. No, we're Tico pass. We're fans. It's just, it hasn't sold very well. So we're replacing that one with this one, which we expect to do much, much, much better. Are there child sizes? No, I just checked. There's men and there's ladies. They're fitted T-shirts. They are... they're pretty cool. Let's see. Rotten the Corpse says, no, haven't got mine yet. What? Is there something wrong with it? We're still going, right? Yeah, we're going. We're moving. Are there gender neutral? I don't know if there's gender... I don't know if there are gender neutral shirts. I don't know what a gender neutral shirt would be. Yeah. Tico Mania is over. Boo. No, it isn't. Tico Mania is not over. It's not over at all. It continues to go on. It's just that the T-shirts didn't do that well. And if we're going to do a new Tico shirt, we're going to have to do a new Tico shirt. I mean, we're going to have to do a new one. Jesus, thanks for $2. The new shirt isn't available in Made in US upgrade. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know that there were Made in US upgrades anyway. I'll ask Crypto Fashion about that. They're usually pretty quick about fixing it. When you see a nude topless woman, topless victim, what the? Greatest Shamer, I can't read that tweet. It looked like it was lengthy, and I was going to read it, but yeah. Perhaps Tico shirts should have gone on clearance. Well, maybe. I don't think they're going to go on clearance because it's not like they print them to order. So if you order a Tico shirt, they make your Tico shirt for you. It's not like we have a warehouse of them somewhere. But if you do want a Tico shirt, this is going to be it because we are going to pull the Tico shirts off the line. They're still there for right now, but I think they're, another couple of days. So if you want a Tico shirt, do get one now. I kind of like the black and the pink. Tico's lost relevance. Billy Ritchie, thank you for $1.99. Behind a great man is a great woman, Aunt Andrea. That is for sure. Aunt Andrea is a bank manager, and she is going to be handling the business end of all of this, which I certainly do appreciate because I spend money like it's going out of style. And she's just like, nope. Good. All right, cool. Cute, So we're setting up a whole business around this. We're going to make sure that we're careful with the money that comes in. We've got money coming in from T-shirts, and then from also the Indiegogo. Make sure that money is spent properly, and make sure that it is used in the right way. I mean, I would, ideally, guys, I would like to just keep making Cyberfrog merchandise. A lot of people are asking for a Cyberfrog action figure. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Ethan has to pretend Tico is still relevant because he wants to sell his thousands of Tico figures. No. Chris in Oregon, I'm keeping them all. Thanks for $5. I can tell you one thing I've never seen. You and Andrea come out of a porta potty. Well, thank you. She's beautiful. Keep up the good work, brother. Thank you. I love my Andrea. That is absolutely the case. And she's a big supporter of this channel. She loves you guys. She's grateful for this audience, and eventually she might come on, but I don't know. She's gonna be more like a voice. Every now and then I'll get her to be a voice behind the video, and I think that's fine. Or I hope it's fine. I don't know. What's over here? All right, so this is the This Better Not Be Porn t-shirt. Again, let me push this because this is its debut. We'd like to sell a few of these. It comes in white. By the way, I effing love the laughing man on the shoulder, on the sleeve. I love that. That means it's a Comic Artist Pro Secrets t-shirt. It is legit. It's the real thing. And then, of course, obviously, it comes in black as well, black with blue and a white laughing man logo. Which one do you like best? Like, what color would you get? Look at my eyeball, like right there. You can see my eye. Hi. If I lift my head up a little bit. Hello. White. Yeah, I like white too. You should update Soilo with the Laughing Man logo. Yeah, Soilo shirts are still selling really well. People are still buying a lot of those. Can we get tank tops? Yeah. We do need to get tank tops going. We definitely need to do that. I know a lot of people have requested that. We always do kind of meet your requests eventually. Black shirt looks better. I like how it looks like a hyperlink. Yeah. I'm glad that they put the finger, the hand, right above your nipple and not on your nipple. That was good thinking. I saw the design and I went, I don't want it to be on the nipple. I don't want the finger to be on the nipple. And they actually made sure that didn't happen. We do talk about these things and plan them. Reality Change says, did you draw that Laughing Man logo, Ethan? No, I didn't. It is in the public domain. It is an old cheesy comic. And what I've done is I've taken it and I've had it updated a little bit to make it trademarkable. That's what it is. But it comes from an old comic book. And yeah, we checked. It is in the public domain. Now that we've altered it, it is going to become a trademark. It's going to become a trademark of this channel and possibly our comics itself. All of our comics. I would like to, I had an artist. I had Jeremy Fine also kind of like simplify it even more and make it so maybe this is going to be the logo. But I'm not 100% sold on this yet. But I said, hey, you know how like the Wendy's logo, the Wendy's girl, it changes, they keep simplifying it. Also, like the Kentucky Fried Chicken, like the Colonel, like take that logo, break it down even more, and then make it so that it looks like it belongs on a bucket of chicken or on a hamburger wrapper. That's what I want. So this would be up in the corner of all of my comics, but I don't know if I'm going to call it Comic Artist Pro Secrets or Caps Comics. I'm not really sure yet. Needs a bigger nose. Well, he's not supposed to be me. I mean, he's a laughing man. He doesn't look like me at all. Look at his nice hairline. Tell him to make it your face. Well, yeah, I don't know. I like this better. This is Everyman. You know what I mean? Caps Comics. Everyone, or all caps. That's right. It was going to be all caps. All caps. Yeah. Is my studio called the Cyberpat? I don't know. Not really. Yeah, well, guys, he isn't me. Nose isn't long enough, too much hair. He's not me. I don't want to be on my own logo. Yeah, I don't want to be on my logo. Kendall Navstar says he doesn't represent me. Kendall is absolutely right. Maybe I should have a black version as well. How about if we get social justice warriors involved in this, and I can actually put out variant covers where I have an Asian version of the Laughing Man, a black version of the Laughing Man, Latino version of the Laughing Man, and that way you could pick the one that represents you, and he could just be like, a bland, whatever version. Yeah, absolutely. We just get what I'm like. I really care. Also, a woman. He's not sweaty enough or I'm not sweaty. I'm not sweaty at all. I'm never sweaty. What the hell? I'm telling Andrea, like I'm like, what goes on? I'm like, so much of my show now, so much of my live stream is just me going, what? Like so much of my live stream is just me making those noises now. Like in petulant denial of some accusation being leveled against me. I don't have soy. I don't have what's a soy thumb? These are just regular thumbs. They're not toe thumbs. Like 90% of my show is that me sputtering denials. That's what we've descended into. By the way, yeah, some people are sweaty today. It is a very, very hot day out. Very hot. I'm glad to be down in the basement today. I much prefer the basement than outside hefting furniture around, to be honest with you. This is my favorite article ever. Hang on a second. Let's get rid of that. Yeah. Ethan Van Sciver wants to kick SJWs out of entertainment. This article just came out yesterday. It's pretty funny. I sweat soy. I don't sweat soy. I don't even intake any soy. How could I sweat it? How could I sweat soy? John F. Trent, good guy, bounding into comics, not garbage tier. Former DC Comics artist Ethan Van Sciver, who most recently worked on Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, is known for his work on Green Lantern for the better part of the decade, has had enough with social justice warriors, SJWs. He took to Twitter and described them as a, quote, disease that spreads and infects. I think I was actually referring to herpes, but same thing, and destroys prosperity. He even stated, quote, there isn't room for their hateful and counterproductive ideology in entertainment. A cancer. Yeah, it is cancerous. Let's see. Here's me. Yeah, any comic publishing enterprise would be wise to keep SJWs out. They're cruel and destructive and don't believe in capitalism. That's the main thing. Focus. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. All right. Yeah, they don't believe in capitalism. That is the main thing. And people can say, well, they're not cruel. Hi, Dad. How are you? They're not cruel. They're not destructive. Well, okay, that's up to you. That's your opinion. They don't believe in capitalism. That is not a matter of opinion. That is a fact. And no matter how you feel politically, if you're running a business, you want to keep SJWs out of it because they do not believe in making you money. And the point of your business, I believe, is to make you money. Yeah, my dad is in the chat. What would you be, Dad? I don't know. Holiday Van Sciver is my dad. He's done a couple of live streams here. He is visiting here in the chat, so you can say hi to my dad. Gramps, yeah, you can call him Gramps. That's cool. My dad, of course, he works with the Native Americans of North Dakota. He's a great man, and yeah, everyone loves my dad. Yay, Holiday Skybird. No, Van Skybird. Mm-hmm. And he is a grandpa several times over. All right. Good. I'm glad. See, this is why this audience is nice. You guys are all mostly very, very respectful and good people. You're funny. You're kind. That's why we love you. Nobody is saying bad things yet. Now they will. Now that I mentioned that. Is it Holiday or Halliday? He calls himself Holiday. It's a nickname that he's had since he was a teenager. His real name is Harvey. But you know what? Since he is an old man now, like me, he can call himself whatever he wants. If he wants to call himself Holiday full time, that is his name. He has earned that respect. Billy Ritchie, thanks for $4.99. Going to the leather shop, ordering 80,000 belts for our Comic Crusade. Will that be enough? Will it be enough? is 80,000 enough belts to beat all the SJWs who need whippings? Do they need whippings? We can distribute them. We can distribute all these belts. Hollywood. No, he's not Hollywood though, David Johnson. He's not Hollywood. He's Holiday. Hollywood is not his thing. Maybe it will be. Maybe it will be. I'm sure my dad has thought of himself as a star on many occasions. There isn't room for their hateful and counterproductive ideology in entertainment. We followed up with Ethan to get some clarification. Does that really need to be clarified? Couldn't I be? I mean, I don't know if I could have been any more clear. You just want me to say it again in different words. I will. On his stance against SJWs. We asked him for more subtlety. Should SJWs, should they be fired from publishing companies like DC Comics and Marvel Comics, along with movie production and TV studios? In typical Van Sciver fashion, he had a sarcastic response. There is no sarcasm in this. There is no sarcasm in my response. It's very direct. I'm very direct. Dad, tell me what you think of this. Should they be fired? It entirely depends on the purpose of these ventures. Are they social engineering projects aimed at pushing extremist left-wing propaganda at unsuspecting and paying audiences, regardless of the bottom line? Then keep all of these SJWs and heck, hire more. I didn't say heck, I said HE double hockey sticks, but my dad is in here. I don't want to curse when he's in here. Is this comic book publisher trying to make entertainment with mass appeal in order to turn a huge profit? Are these movies and TV shows attempting to win ratings and gather a large viewership, make a lot of money at the box office? Then fire them all from a massive trebuchet into the sun. Into the sun. My dad says send them all to shady Hades. That's right, Dad. That is right. Send them all direct to DVD if DVD means hell. SJWs aren't here to help you make a profit. They aren't here to make fun, diversionary, escapist entertainment that makes audiences happy and turns a profit. And he goes, and if you didn't get the sarcasm like I did at first, there was no sarcasm. It's very direct. You just have to read it. Van Sciver made it perfectly clear when we asked him whether he thinks Marvel and DC should continue to hire SJWs because he might be able to wallop them on the free market with the success of Cyberfrog, which has currently raised $423,300. It might be more than that now. It might be more than that. And here's what I said. Thanks for pointing out that Cyberfrog Blood Honey has been a record-breaking success. It's the highest-grossing crowd-funded comic book in history. But no, I am under no delusion that I'm in a position to wallop the big two. I'm just a humble Ink Frog t-shirt merchant and servant of God with a talk radio show on YouTube. My recommendations that all SJWs are fired isn't self-interested. It's about the long-term health of the comics, films, games, and television shows that I love. They won't last long if they continue this way. Should SJWs be fired? The answer is yes. I have to give you my email? No, I'm not doing it. When asked how one identifies an SJW, Van Sciver pointed to the language they use. I could have pointed to the way they smell. I could have pointed to the way they look. But I didn't. I actually said this instead. They tend to make themselves known to you, especially if you aren't one of them. Their social media should provide a nice trail. Look for a lot of buzzwords like toxic masculinity, appropriation, mansplaining, problematic, and punch Nazis. I'm going to read this whole thing in Soy Boy voice. They write long threads of continuous tweets condemning societal problems they perceive around them with an exasperated tone. And they take lots of pictures with their cats. Lots of them. I don't know why they do that. Now, I know you guys, you have argued with me about this in the past, this point. We don't want to see your cat. We don't want to see your cat. They all look the same. Cats all look the same. I mean, there's a variety of cats, but unless your cat is purple with a yellow star on it, I don't want to see a picture of it. I've seen it. I've seen a cat. You don't have to show me your cat. Oh yeah, it's a tabby. You've got an orange tabby. Oh, good. Why would you do that? Why would you take a picture of your new Toyota Prius? We've seen it. We've seen a Toyota Prius. If you have a funny license plate on it or something, maybe. I don't know. But you know, why do people go to the Statue of Liberty and then take pictures of just the Statue of Liberty? Why? This is the same thinking that really baffles me. We've seen the Statue of Liberty. We've seen it. You want to be in the picture, that makes sense. You get a selfie, yourself in the front, Statue of Liberty in the back. Now that's interesting. This is a picture of me in front of the Statue of Liberty. Smash Adams says Ethan is kind of hating right now. No, I'm not. I'm just confused. I don't understand. I don't want to. We don't need to see pictures of your cat. It's fine that you've got one. It's fine that you've got one. And why do they? And they take lots of pictures of themselves with their cats. They don't have children. These people struggle with an internal chaos that might not be worth the company's time to alleviate on a daily basis. And believe me when I tell you, you will have to worry about their internal chaos every day. You will have to calm them down every single day. Now, is that worth it? Is that worth your company's time? Is that something that you want to invest in? Do you want to invest in, but children rock. They do rock. No, you don't want to invest in that. You're just trying to make widgets. You're trying to make the donuts. Don't hire them. Everything they do, every word they say is meant to elevate their own self-esteem above that of someone else. Now, that is absolutely correct as well. This is an SJW trait. If you look at their social media, they're constantly doing something called virtue signaling. What is virtue signaling? It is saying, it's basically making some obvious point. I'm disgusted with the way the Nazis were behaving at that Nazi rally. Don't they understand that we're all equal? I don't understand, but I really feel like we need to protect our people of color and our women from these awful, awful people. Okay. That's virtue signaling. That's basically saying, these people are evil and I'm so good. I'm so good. And these people are so bad. They're all bad. By contrast with them, I'm so good. I'm so good. That's what virtue signaling is. And it's all about making themselves feel better. And then people come on and they'll go to this is why Twitter sucks. People go to Twitter and they go, oh my God, you're so right. You are so wonderful. Thank you so much for saying what needed to be said. Amen. Yes, Queen, or whatever they say. And that makes them feel good for a little while. And they don't become depressed again until the next day. And that's when they do this all over again. It's a vicious cycle. Hexstage, thank you for 50 ARS. Tune in this week for the endearing adventures of Sheriff Ethan and Doc Holliday, Van Sciver, where they will hunt down the dastardly band of the Soy Boys. Well, me and my dad could do that. Absolutely. Which is the source of endless conflict in the workplace. Endless conflict in the workplace. I've worked with these SJWs. It doesn't end. The drama doesn't end. Damn, at some point, if somebody makes me mad, I'm going to blow up. I'm going to show you exactly what it's like to work with an SJW. I will show you emails that will blow your socks off. You will be like, what the aren't you guys supposed to be making a comic book? No, we're not. We're not making a comic book. We're trying to calm this person down constantly every day. That's what it's like. If you aren't an SJW, you'll quickly find them insufferable, as I did. As to who exactly should be fired for being SJWs, Ethan wants them all gone and specifically talked about Lucasfilm. Should they all be fired? How many? Yeah, all of them. All of them should be fired. Look at Lucasfilm. They've hired a gaggle of SJWs who have successfully run a multi-billion-dollar franchise into the side of a mountain. What mountain is that? What is that mountain? I don't know. I picture it being the Paramount Mountain. Just boom, airplane right in the side of the mountain. Star Wars, they've made it unsellable to a hugely loyal audience. How? They're SJWs. If you hire them, prepare to hemorrhage money for the sake of their social justice aspirations. Soy Mountain. Yeah, Mount Kennedy. But Van Sciver did make it very clear he's open to working with people who have differing political opinions. But I'm actually not working with anybody. I'm working with Kyle Ritter. I don't know what Kyle's opinion is, except that Salamandroid should be blue. Okay. That's Kyle's opinion. I'll go with it. I'm capable of working with other people. I have no idea what Kyle's opinions are. That's what I like about him. I really like that about Kyle. He just does his work, and he does it excellently, and then that's why I pay him very well. F Moose. Yeah, F Moose. So I don't really care about this, but yeah. Yes, of course. This is me. This is insincere. Daddy Ethan, your cam is blurry. Fix it, please. Thanks for $5, Jose. Is it blurry? It looks okay on my screen. Oh, it's because I put my hand here, and then it focuses on my hand, and then the screen gets blurry for a second. Nathan, thank you for $5. Call your company Holiday Comics, a vacation from SJW Comics. Yeah, except I want it to be a permanent vacation. I don't want it to just be a vacation. Yeah, I'd love to work with good, this is a lie. I'd love to work with good, compassionate, honest liberals or leftists. They exist, and I have a handful of friends who are exactly that. We have worked together quite successfully. I'm trying to think of who I'm referring to. We disagree, and there isn't that static, that noise that comes with dealing with these SJWs. Disagree with one, or let him find you disagreeable, and you will be the victim of an underhanded plot for revenge that will never end. That is what gamma males do. Gamma males. Zoom out. I'll zoom out a little if you want. Uh, Zoom out and maybe put the soy boy drawing up. Maybe, I don't know. Their kind of toxicity isn't manageable. It is only fireable. Again, from a trebuchet into the sun or just the ocean, just far away from any business that needs to maintain a fan base to turn a profit. Do you agree with Ethan Van Sciver that SJW should be fired from major entertainment companies? Yes or no? I mean, do you agree? That's a good question. Do you agree with Ethan Van Sciver? Visited. Look, I get more views than this. I shouldn't even do. Yeah. Shady Hades. Everybody likes that. So far, everybody agrees. Hell yes, everyone agrees. Let's see what the people in the chat say. Let's see how many of these people want to fire me into the sun. 31 comments. There are two kinds of people, SJW and people who will be attacked by them eventually. That is correct. They love to attack their own. Nobody is safe. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. SJWs have been pushing everyone around them uncontested for half a decade now. Nice to see people, actually just me, starting to stand up against them. When you take a step back and look at, I don't want to read all this. This is too long, didn't read. Take back the world will be a job for our children. If we can somehow manage to keep the SJW drivel out of their heads. This generation of kids hates SJWs. God bless this generation. They're all on YouTube. They're watching wrecked feminist videos. They are doing absolutely great things. Hooray for them. We're all pro trebuchet. We're all pro trebuchet. Yeah. Same here. All right. Very good. So yeah, a lot of people. Everyone here so far loves it. Everyone loves it. Ethan, look at this. EVS is a multi-talented force of nature. Frog. He's 100% right about the filthy SJWs. They belong on Uranus, not in Uranus, on Uranus. So he was clear about that. He just means actually fire them from a trebuchet to the farthest and coldest planet. Is Pluto still a planet? I don't. Neptune, Uranus, Pluto. Uranus is then the furthest away. So we got to fire them to an icy planet far, far, far away. Where there is no life. SJW audiences don't read comics or play video games. They just, they need to be kicked out of everything. Nobody likes SJWs with the ideology they bring. I keep saying that. Everyone hates SJWs. Everyone hates them. Yeah. Girl Scouts, helping girls change the world. Oh, great. We don't need that. We don't need that. EVS looking buff. Thank you. Yeah, I am. Looking very, very buff. Trebuchet and Roses instead of Guns N' Roses. That'd be a good name for a band. Pro Trebuchet should be a t-shirt. CMD, 2 pounds. I might do it. I might do it. My dad says Jesus still loves them, though. Dad, I've seen no evidence of that. There is no, there's no mention of SJWs in the New Testament. They weren't around back then, as far as I know. As far as I know, I don't think. Yeah. Well, Ryan G says Jesus isn't picky. Yeah, it's Jesus' job to love everyone. But I would like to see direct proof. I would like to see direct. What do you mean, listen to my dad? I would like to see direct evidence that Jesus loves SJWs. Oh, he lets them live. Yeah. A lot of people are arguing. Some people agree with my dad. Other people disagree with my dad. And they're letting him know. They're letting him know. The least of these. Yeah, this is what SJWs want me to do. They want me to watch my words because I might possibly offend people I don't know, not give my opinion unless it serves the greater good of the movement, use my influence to promote small creators they deem worthy based on their ideology, regardless of whether Ethan thinks they are good or not, be inclusive of everyone be inclusive of everyone they say should be included, include them in a piece of art so it is more diverse and representative. Yeah, that's what my peers want. That's what my right-wing peers seem to want me to do. Yeah, look at this. Change the title. Ethan Van Sciver wants to kick lunatic neo-Marxist out of entertainment. That's actually better. Zombie Rocker, how you doing? Thanks for $2. SJWs are mentioned in Revelation, the Antichrist. Interesting, interesting. Rob Kabir Kumar pulled the transcript. Uh-oh. Did 6 people assist you with pulling the transcript? Did everyone let you know? And now, will you read the transcript to me? Read it carefully. I want to parse every word. Yeah, thank you very much. Days of Clarity, thanks for Australian $2. SJWs are the Spanish Inquisitors of our time. Yeah. Dad Joke Guy says, hands off my trebuchet. M430D, thanks for $10. When you understand how subversive work in nature to get resources, you understand SJWs. Parasitism is their only survival strategy. The only other option is to get good. And they don't want to get good, do they? Thank you for $10. They don't want to get good at what they're doing. Doug said that to me. Doug Ernst said this to me last night, and it really irritated me. Because I'm very, very much into the meritocracy. I don't know if you guys are too, but he goes, you know what, like this Comicsgate thing, there are some of you pros that are going to think you're better than some of the newer indie guys. And how are you going to treat them differently because, you guys think you're better? And I was just like, why do we have to ask for the respect that we've earned? Why do we have to ask for, listen, why do we have to ask for the respect that we've spent our lives earning? I've been doing this for 25 years. It's like, and now you want me to just be like, well, yeah, these new kids. Listen, I was a new kid once too, and at that point, I wasn't telling everyone around me to respect my, indie status. You have to actually. I was actually getting my artwork kicked around. People were telling me I wasn't very good. Stuff like that, and it's like that is kind of how you grow. If I automatically give independent young artists, even though they're in this movement, and some of them are probably going to be very good, but even if I give them the respect that I give Mitch Breitweiser, what will they have learned from that? What will they have learned from that? That's basically someone's way of saying, get your attitude in check. That isn't a way of saying, respect, raise this guy up. It's another way of saying lower yourself down. Memphis Dale, thanks for $3. Uncle E, you're the man. SGWs are the worst. They are. Thank you for $3. They are the worst. Yeah, everyone gets a trophy. Why does everyone get a trophy? Holiday says we are kind like Superman. I don't want to be kind like Superman all the time, Dad. Is Superman kind to Metallo? I don't know. Drink this every morning and flush away belly fat. Ew. Get that right off the screen. Yeah, I want people to come here and I want them to get involved and I want them to get to work. This is a big thing about comics. It takes time. It's a lifetime discipline. It's a lifetime pursuit. I met Will Eisner back in what year was it? Was it in the 90s or was it in the 2000s? I'm not really sure. I remember Will Eisner at the San Diego Comic-Con coming over to our table at the hotel bar and sitting down and talking to us for a little while. The idea of being like, or I met Frank Frazetta too. The idea of being like, you will respect me. You think you're better than me just because. It's like he's Will Eisner. I don't know. Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's okay to just sort of acknowledge experience. Acknowledge experience. That is a good thing to do. Just give respect to it. Thank you very much, guys. We are now, let's check our total on Cyberpunk Blood Honey. This is a big deal. Look at this. 424. Is this historic? It is for now. It is for now. Imperial Intelligence, thanks for $4.99. Ethan, can I ask you to watch my Ryan parody sometime? It'll bring smiles. It's not porn. You inspired me. Only 4 minutes. How can I send you the link? Yeah, will you send it to me on my email? Send me the email, and I will absolutely look at it. That sounds like fun. I would definitely like to see that. Yeah, we're on our way to 500K, guys. We're absolutely on our way. The link is in the description. If you haven't bought one of these, I would like to get to 425 today. Of course, now it's just trickling in. It's like it slowed way down, but so did Jawbreakers. I remember Jawbreakers slowed down in the extension period as well. But yeah, imagine $500,000. Now, imagine $500,000 for Red Rooster in the first month. That's what I would like to do. I'll go ahead and I will put all my energy, yeah, into promoting that. Sci-Fi says, I just got here. Is EVS still fighting Cummings? I never fought Cummings once. I just jokingly threw shade at him on Twitter just now, and literally threw shade. I just throws shade at Captain Cummings. I didn't say anything in particular. He is. Somebody reached out to him and said that and came back to me and said he feels regrets but doesn't know what to do about it. Well, what do you do about it? What do you do about it? You know, it's like you go as what? Why the savagery? Why the savagery in going after me? Why the savagery in betraying me? Why does it have to be the worst thing that you could say? Why couldn't it just be not very nice? Why does it have to be the worst? You know, and it's stuff that you know about. And the funny thing about Captain Cummings is that when I first got in trouble for telling that jackoff to go kill himself, and he was a jackoff, when I first got in trouble for that and was feeling low, Cummings had a video. That's how I met Cummings. I was like, I'm gonna go to YouTube and see if anyone is saying anything about me on YouTube about this, and see what the general tone is. It was not the tone. None of it was good. Captain Cummings had a video like, this is ridiculous. He didn't mean that. So his video was really kind of inspiring to me. It made me feel better. It made me feel like I was going to be okay. And I reached out to him and just said, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for actually saying something nice, not joining the crowd. Ruja says EVS is being petty. I'm being petty, huh? Well, what? Am I being petty? Tell me more about that. Tell me more about my pettiness. Yeah. I'm interested. I'll listen. He meant pretty. I don't think he meant pretty. Hey, Kyle. Wow, we got about 420. Yeah, Kyle, we are almost at 425. We're going to get to 425 today, I hope. I'm going to promote the Indiegogo as much as I can. Those of you who are in the chat, we've got 1,216 people in here now. Have you pledged to Cyberfrog yet? Have you pledged? Have you purchased a copy of Cyberfrog Blood Honey? I'd really like you to. I'd appreciate it. You have to believe me. These editions of Cyberfrog are only going to be available through this Indiegogo. The backers are going to get these Chromium Edition #1 Cyberfrogs that other people aren't going to get. If you get yours, you're going to be glad that you did. We have big stuff going on behind the scenes that you are going to be so happy with. You're going to be so happy with. Justin Fraser, thank you. He says $100 tier. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Ethan is classic envy, nothing more. What am I? I'm envy. I don't understand what anybody is saying. I got to pay closer attention to the chat. Jawbreakers is utterly defeated by Cyberfrog. Well, yeah, but stay live until you hit 500K. I don't know about that. I think I would die down here. Cummings only feels regret because he lost 500 subs. I don't know. I think he's a hothead. And I'm being called Caesar. I said that yesterday. Ro Kabir Kumar. They envy you, Caesar. How cool. See, I love Ro Kabir Kumar. I love this guy. I like his picture. I like the things that he says. You know, he doesn't like when I'm out of line, he lets me know. He follows me on Twitter. I think I followed him back. But he tweets at me and he lets me know when I'm out of line. And so when he says that to me, that means something. Rick Wright, thanks for $5. Ethan, your number just went up by $50. It did. Let's look. I just ordered Cyberfrog and Ashcan. You and Jeremy have inspired me to start my own channel. Oh, that's great. Yeah, do it. I mean, this is the best way to communicate with people. It is the best way. Gojirify, thanks for $5. You did nothing wrong. CC needs to apologize. His tweets and vid were vicious. Balls in his court. Yeah. I don't know why they were so vicious. Am I on the High Councils tonight? Yes. And who's hosting it? I think Jeremy's got it tonight. Sukori interpretation. Tell Andrea we love her. I will. She knows you love her. She knows you guys love her. Yeah, I'm doing the high council. Of course. I'm home. I'm in my spot. Ethan the Tyrant. Oh my God, don't let me become a tyrant. If I were a tyrant, I would exercise my power. If I had power, I would exercise my power. There would be trebuchets working 24/7. There would be multiple trebuchets working 24/7. It would be raining. You know, like that movie Magnolia, where they talk about how it rained frogs. Because frogs get sucked up into the sky, and there's a weird phenomenon. It will rain frogs. It would be raining SJWs all over the world, just straight from my trebuchet army. Pat E, thanks for $4.99. Uncle Ethan, who exactly is Cecil? How did you meet him? And is he in the comic biz? Cecil is a guy who has a channel called Cecil and Diversity, Inclusion, Compassion, and Kindness in Comics. He started out as a parody channel back when diversity in comics was really becoming popular. He kind of started out as a parody, and at first we thought he was a troll, and he is a troll, but we thought he was like trolling us because he hated us. And I say us. I wasn't, I don't even think I had a YouTube channel back then, or did I? I don't remember. But he showed up, and he said, just watch my video. And I said, okay. And so I watched his video, and I went, this is actually pretty funny. Like, this could be a fluke. I could be reading Cecil wrong. But this video was funny, and I like him. And he sent me a couple. I mentioned it on my. Yeah, I did have a YouTube. I mentioned it on my YouTube channel, and then he made a couple more. And Cecil is the kind of guy. He's a self promoter. It used to annoy me and others that Cecil would come and use our channel to promote. Like, he'd use our comment section, and to promote his own videos. And he still does that. I mean, he's here to promote himself. He's not here to promote or to be in the fandom. He wants you to watch his videos. That's cool. You got to do what you got to do. He is a character, I believe. Nobody's quite sure. He's a mysterious guy. He says that he looks like Dom DeLuise. Confirmed. He kind of does. I've seen an actual picture of him. But his life, what goes on, why he lives with his sister, and all this stuff. It's all part of this kind of character that he's created. He is the Jerry Lewis to my Dean Martin. It's been said, and people feel strongly about Cecil. I think 75% of my audience loves Cecil and thinks he's hilarious. The other 25% hate him and don't want him to come on. And it might actually be 50-50. But I don't know. We have pretty good chemistry when we're working together. I can play a character that is annoyed by Cecil, and Cecil can tweak me and talk about, what size shirt are you wearing? People like it. They laugh. So, I don't know. That is Cecil. He's not in the comic book business. He started out kind of reviewing comics, but I think he's moved on to other things, like with his YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to him, you really should. He is... and I don't say this lightly. I mean this sincerely. He's a star. Cecil is actually a star. So I hope you didn't hear any of that. But he's definitely a celebrity. Pro Trebuchet. I'm glad. Yeah. Gojirify, thanks for $2. Hail Ehe. Oh, my dad did that to me. We need a Pinochet Trebuchet. Well, those are the helicopters. I think Trebuchet is the new helicopter. In my opinion. Cecil is here. I'm not on High Council. Wasn't invited. I'm going voting tonight. Yeah, Cecil, you'll go on next week when I'm hosting. I'll make sure that you got an appearance if you don't mind. Nicholas Glenn, thanks for $1.99. You're going to meet Doomcock tonight. Right. Yeah, he's coming on again. I hope he's as great as I heard. Dallas Deadeye, thanks for $2. Kind of glad Cummings messed up. He was boring, to be honest. Well, you don't have to watch him. I'm not happy that he messed up at all. Cecil is Comicsgate. For those of you who are wondering, is Cecil Comicsgate? Yeah, he is definitely Comicsgate. He has an act where he pretends that he likes these terrible comics, but he is pretty sure he's pretty much on our side. He'll never admit that. It would ruin his whole shtick. A Caustic Soldier, thanks for $5. Cummings is Judas Scum. That's not nice. I've lost all respect for him. He's conniving and underhanded. He thought he could profit by turning on you. Never trust him. Yeah, well, that is the thought. I mean, people are thinking that it might be better some of my friends who are turning out to not be very good friends are kind of looking at the world around them, and they're kind of weighing, like, hey, can I make a little something off of betraying Ethan? Like, it would make people very happy to see me betray Ethan. Um, it's not going to work out. At the end of the day, you'll get some plaudits. You'll get people who will, ha ha ha, that's great. Uh, you might get a job. You might get a job. It won't last, because at the end of the day, the reasons why you don't have the job now will be the reasons why you will lose your job, or whatever it is. Um, it's not enough. Betraying me is fun, but it's not enough. There has to be actual talent. SJW's writing articles about me is fun, but it doesn't work because I am, again, very talented, and I rise to the top wherever I am, like YouTube. I rise to the top. These SJWs can't stop me. They can't. They've tried. And it would, I think, to my friends, those of you who might be considering seeing if you could get rich by stabbing me in the back, you won't. You're better off with me than against me. Konstantinos Petrolios Art. What would you say to Moose if he asked you to forgive him for his behavior towards you? I'd forgive him. Absolutely forgive him. In a heartbeat. I don't believe in holding grudges. Grudges are bad for your heart. They're bad for your soul. I've already forgiven Moose. I've already forgiven him. He hasn't accepted it because he doesn't, he's still doing what he's doing. But what am I going to go around angry at someone? For what? It doesn't. You'll see it on my face. You'll see anger and hate on my face. I don't want to look angry and hateful. I want to feel free, and I want to be happy. So I forgive everyone. I've forgiven Cummings. But I mean, you forgive, but you bear in mind, and you go, okay, well, this person is not my friend. $1.99. Thank you for that donation. Whoever donated it, I can't see. I missed the super chat. Let me scroll back here. Yeah, people want, my friends want to see justice, and they want to see me go after people and be cruel. I don't want. That's not what I want to do. The only people I have said that I would use my platform to go after, and I mean this, is anybody who gets in between of my customer and me getting and them getting their comic book. If you are somebody who wants to scheme and coerce and do all these other things to get in the way of my fans receiving their comic books, I will do everything in my power. Like, you talk about doxing, harassment, all of these things that you're afraid of. I will do it all. I will dox you. I will turn my fans on you. You will get everything that you deserve for that. That is unforgivable behavior. And I'm warning you, you're asking for it. You will be asking for it. If that happens to you, I'm warning you, it's because you deserve it and you are asking for it. Do not get in the way. Do not get in the way of my fans receiving their comic books. That's it. Or I will do all that stuff. Oh, he gave our address, our phone number. Yeah, well, I'm going to give whatever comic shop you will, your phone number will be given out. No, John Bugyo, I'm telling them right now, don't do this. What they will be doing is wrong. They will be asking for it. And you guys will know, I've said this now 3 times. You guys will know, it's not vindictive. Don't get in the way of me and my fans. That's it. I won't do anything. I wouldn't do anything to anyone unless they did that. And I've watched them do it to Diversity in Comics. They feel like they can do that with impunity. They can't do it. They can't do it. I won't let them. So it is a warning. It's just stay away. If you don't like me, and stay away. You don't have to do anything. Just stay away. People who are saying don't dox, don't come after me and my fans. That's it. That's it. And no, it isn't. Go ahead. Let's hear it. I'm listening to you guys. What do you think Daddy's belt is? Don't stoop to SJW levels. When would Jesus dox? I will end you, sport. Sounds like the pests. Don't dox. We don't dox. Don't dox. A lot of people saying don't dox. Well, I'm reading it. I'm looking at. Go ahead. I see an overwhelming negative reaction to this. An overwhelmingly negative reaction. All right, get it out. Get it out of your system. For those listening to this right now, in case you can't see the chat, everyone is well, 80%. 80% is against me on this. All right. Okay. So I'm reading everything that you're saying. I'm listening to you, and I'm telling you this. All I'm saying is that if you use mafia tactics, which is what happened to Diversity in Comics. Let me explain. I know it's an SJW tactic. I use SJW tactics, some of them. I label people. I use SJW tactics against them. It has them on the run. I'm using Indiegogo as a way of, massively succeeding at comics. Guys, none of this will happen. Stop saying stop doing it. Don't say don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do this to me. Don't get in the way. What happened to Diversity in Comics was, even though he had a hugely successful, he had a hugely successful YouTube channel and comic book on Indiegogo. He sold, $350,000 worth of comic books, and when it came time for him to solicit his comic book and put it in comic book stores, a group of SJWs, stores, retailers, and fans got together in a coordinated effort to threaten other stores, and retailers, and the publisher who was going to publish this threatened him until he cried. If they let Diversity in Comics, if anybody was going to hold or carry or publish or anything Jawbreakers, why? Why do they get that freedom? Why do they get to do that? Why do they get to do that? What is my definition of dox? If I find out a business is doing this, I will let you guys all know the business. I'll let you have their phone number of the business, and I will unleash holy hell. So, no, guys. Yeah. Well, all right. They called it doxing. They called it doxing when Diversity in Comics did it. All right. No, I'm not giving personal information out. I'm not giving personal information out. That's not what I do. How would I even get personal information? No. Okay. All right. So let's backpedal a little bit. I'm not doxing. I'm not finding personal information. I'm revealing it, even though that's been done to me over and over and over again. My foreclosure was doxed and released by Tim Doyle and all of his weirdo soy boy friends. That's a better word. I will out them. And I will reveal that information, and I will allow you guys to just do whatever you want to do. I absolutely refuse to sit back and just accept that. What they did to Diversity in Comics, what they did to Jawbreakers, what they did to Antarctic Press, I will not sit back and let that happen. Not to my fans, not to me, not to Cyberfrog. Yeah. Seek legal advice. Well, look, that was crazy. That was unacceptable. That is not acceptable in this business. And, these people feel like they can do that with impunity because of this attitude where it's like, don't become like them. Don't become like them. Don't adopt their tactics. Why not? This idea that like, well, if you just said this is war, this is absolute war. It's like we're fighting for the soul of comics. We're fighting for the soul of comics at this point, and there are people who want to stop business from happening. It is a war. It is a war. You're gonna have to wake up to it. Yeah, it's culture war. It's the culture war. So what I'm saying is, and I'll say it again, just let me distribute my comic. Just don't get in the way. Don't cause trouble. Don't get in the way. Don't get in between my fans and my comic book, and everything will be fine. Yeah. And don't, if I decide to go through a publisher, which I'm not going to do, but if I decided to, don't call up the publisher and threaten him, or that's going to be a problem. Yeah. Listen to Zach. Oh, doxing. All right, here we go. Doxing equals personal information, phone numbers, addresses, employer contact details, parents' home addresses, and phone numbers. Well, I don't have access to that, nor will I seek it. You don't win by fighting what you hate. You win by, wait, what's me saying? Yeah. Well, look, what are we trying to do? What exactly are we trying to do? Unleash the fury of 1,000 drunk Cecils. This is Sparta. Ro Kabir, the most dangerous man in comics. Well, I'm sorry again. This is what's going to happen. Yeah. Edwin is your counselor. Yeah, Edwin is my what's the guy from The Godfather? Who's the Irish guy from The Godfather? Can't remember now. Yeah. Well, yeah. Charco says, I hope you're okay today. I imagine yesterday was pretty stressful. I don't know. Tom Hagen, yeah, thanks. I'm okay today. I'm okay. But I mean, yeah, guys, this is a real fight. And what is going to happen? I mean, Consigliere, Tom, yeah, Tom Hagen, a good character. That is my Edwin. That's what Edwin is to me. I can't buy your book with PayPal. Well, I mean, I know, I heard that. I don't understand why. I don't understand why they don't take PayPal. I would like to know, because I think we would sell more comics if we did PayPal. Yeah, Sterling Hayden was a great Irish cop in Godfather Part 1. I saw him in another movie, and I was like, whoa. Like in a movie from the 50s, in a film noir film. And I was like, whoa, holy cow. That guy looks familiar. Oh, yeah, it's that dude. Because PayPal can undo a charge and steal and people steal PayPals. That's why. All right, that's fine. All right, let me read super chats and let's see you guys yelling at me. Garrett Townsend says for $5, if Cummings is contrite, he should be allowed to work up goodwill. But also, is there a place in the market for non-hero based serious style comics? I think there's a place for everything, every kind of comic in the market. If it's good, I mean, if it's good, most comics coming out of Image right now are crime comics. It seems like. So yeah, absolutely. Nicholas Glenn, thanks for $4.99. If you could only pick one, which would make the best crossover in the Cyberfrog universe? Aliens, Predators, or Terminator, and why? Aliens, absolutely aliens. Because Cyberfrog, they're almost like, I don't know. It's kind of the same thing that I'm doing now. The Hive, the Swarm, are kind of like that. They're kind of like aliens. I'm sure they're going to be like influenced by aliens. People will say. It just seems like a logical foe. Cyberfrog versus Predator is, I don't know. It's just one dude. Terminator. I don't even particularly like Terminator, but I love the aliens. JP4, thanks for $10. Uncle Ethan, have you seen Lost Theaters? Comparison of the end of Escape from LA to the end of The Last Jedi. Pretty much a ripoff. Just as the slow chase was a ripoff of the OJ Broncos chase. No, is that I'll look at that video. Is that up? Is there a video comparing the two? Voorhees67, thanks for $2. Thank you for backing us up, Uncle Ethan. Z Ryan, $2. Talk softly, carry a big stick. Am I talking loudly and carrying a big stick? Like, I don't know. No, I just, Open Cube, £2. How about you sue instead? Why? You know, it's like, why am I going to sue? Lawsuits don't really work out. You know, when somebody's using these kind of vicious tactics, this is the problem with what goes on the internet. Is this stuff all happens anonymously? These people all do this behind fake screen names. You often don't know who they are, where they are, and you know, you can't just sue somebody named Marvel Sucks, you know, whatever.com. You can't sue somebody like that. You don't know who he is. These are all sock puppet accounts. And not only that, but I mean, you know, you'd have to prove that there was collusion. You'd have to have access to, you know, whatever Facebook secret. We just got a glimpse of that one time. We got a glimpse of one bit of Facebook secret room collusion, so we know it exists. I don't know how to get that. So you know, all I can really say is, you know, this is it. Jake Cash, thanks for $1.99. What is your definition of docs? People should be held responsible. Yeah, I would do exactly what Diversity in Comics did, which is to release the names and phone numbers of the businesses, of the retailers who were involved in making it difficult, making it unfair, making the marketplace unfair, and putting me at a disadvantage by almost like blacklisting my book. I would let people know. I'd let the fans know. If you want a copy of Cyberfrog, you can't have it, and this is why. And these are the people responsible. I'd make sure that I was right before I did anything like that. You know, obviously. TankNom131, $1.99. SJW's opened Pandora's box on doxing. It won't close. Yeah, but you know, when it comes to doing what they did to me, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I can't live with myself. I would be 100% justified in releasing names and releasing phone numbers of businesses for anyone who did that to my business. 100% justified. I'd sleep like a baby, turning my fans on those people. Doxing someone's personal information is not right. That actually destroys lives. I don't want to destroy anyone's life. I would not be able to look myself in the mirror. And that is the key thing. That is, you know, when you have, when it comes to morality, it's like, what can you do? What can you live with and still, you know, look yourself in the mirror? Is Nurkish in here? I wish he was in here. Yeah. Matt Svalar, thanks for $5. There's nothing wrong with providing information and truth about a situation that we as consumers should know to make more informed decisions. There you go. Z Ryan, thanks for $2. Talk softly and carry a big stick. Bears Comic Cave, thanks for $1.99. How did Jesus God treat his enemies? With great anger and furious wrath. Uncle Ethan, you may be morally right, but you are not a sock puppet account. Whoever you dox could sue you. You know, Vason, are we getting clear about what I mean? I would let them sue me for this. I would take them right to court and counter sue. Alan King, thanks for €5. Definition of words are not rigid. The doxing and gatekeeping caused a lot of misunderstanding for you the past few days. Kind of sad. Yeah. Days of Clarity, thanks for Australian $5. Calling them out like Sargon or Medicare did in Gamergate isn't doxing. Redbeard McGamer, thanks for $2. Cyberfrog v Critters. Gunnar Rene Ole, thanks for 20 Norwegian. PayPal has a maximum of 20 days for pre-sales. That's why. All right. Angry Liquid, $2. Did you see the Peter Ramsey nonsense on Twitter? No. What's going on with Peter Ramsey? Dallas Deadeye, thanks for $5. I fought in the great Twitter war of MAGA 2016. I pledge my keyboard to you, Ehe. Thank you so much. Yeah, and Brendan Riggle, thanks for $12. You sound like you could use a drink of water. I do? Well, you want me to drink water now? Yeah, what Ethan's talking about is not illegal. It's not a suable offense. Releasing public info is not illegal. I wonder if what Tim Doyle did to me is illegal. I guess it's not. Yeah, I guess it probably is legal. Is it? What do you guys think? I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking any water. I can go to Alex Jones if none of you will. I like to go to Alex Jones. A lot of people are saying go on the Alex Jones show. Yeah, it was legal, just immoral. Right? No, I believe it was legal. I think that you know, I think that he does check out what he does. This is the frustrating thing about Tim Doyle is he toes the line, and he knows what's legal and what isn't legal. He has absolutely no morality whatsoever, no ethics, no shame. He is a gamma male SJW. He has absolutely no shame. He's not capable of being shamed. He only thinks about revenge all the time. Richard Smack, thanks for $2. Ethan, strike first, strike hard, no mercy. I don't strike first. I'm just trying to put out a comic book. But you know, it's like in this environment, bad stuff happens. Angry Liquid, thanks for $5. Peter Ramsey went off on fans, and it shows himself to support Antifa. Oh, he's doing the Spider-Verse. Yeah. I watched Jeremy's video. I watched some of Jeremy's video about that. He said Antifa, Peter Ramsey, who I guess is the director of Into the Spider-Verse. Good Year 5, thanks for $2. Sweep the leg. He came out and said that Antifa never bothered or harassed anyone that didn't deserve to be harassed. Do you understand like how weird things are right now? You know, I hate to have to even say I will attack back. I will counter attack anybody who attacks me. Just trying to get my frog book out there. I feel like I need to kind of get that on the record so that people know I warned you. Don't do this. I'm not playing games. But I mean, it's weird. This guy is out there talking about, you know, how Antifa are probably a bunch of good guys. Let me. Peter Ramsey. I'm gonna look this up real quick so we can actually do this story. Absolutely insane. People get more and more extremist. You know, it's like as time goes on, it's like the extremism. Oh wow, Diversity in Comics already did the video. All right, so we'll do the Bounding into Comics article here. I'll read this. All right, that's Peter Ramsey, I guess. Man, and it's such a shame because it actually looks like a really, really good movie. I saw the trailer and was just like, holy cow, like, it actually looks like Spider-Man. You know, it looks like Spider-Man. People are saying glug or we riot. All right, hang on a second. All right, I'm back. All right, glug glug. Here we go. I even gave you the at the end. So annoying. And believe me, I will get complaints about that. All right, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse director comes out as pro-Antifa supporter. Vanilla, yeah, it is gross. What do you want for? It is weird. That's what they want me to do. This. You saw the glug glugs. I love the ah. All right, real men go more. Okay. Ethan, are you going to LA Comic Con? Absolutely not. I'm going nowhere. I'm not going to go to any conventions until Ava's a little bit older. Yeah, I know. It is weird. England looking shaky here. Why? What do you mean England's looking shaky? Thank you, Uncle E. The is the rape of the ear. Well, what I Ro Kabir Kumar says best live stream. Oh, great. Is it the best live stream? My fans actually turned against me and said, nope, no doxing. And I went, wait a second, what? Oh, you guys are right. Spartan Scotsman, thanks for $4.99. I caught the whole stream yesterday. I think you have a couple of SJW lights in your group. The level of scrutiny being put on your words is a bit silly. Well, it's going to go on. People want me to. Here, I don't think it's silly. I don't think it's silly because I think to some degree people do want me to succeed. Isn't that a weird thing to say? To some degree, people want me to succeed. People don't want me to flame out over something stupid. GRP poll, thanks for, but there are also jealous people who do want me to fail, and those people I think showed their faces yesterday a little bit. GRP poll, thanks for Canadian $5. EVS, I want to thank you for being great to your fans. Keep up the good work and don't worry about the drama. We love you for you. Thank you so much. Okay. I can you can dox Ramsey. Should I dox this guy? Soy mantics. I think Tim is well-meaning but autistic. I think Doug Ernst is a snake. I think both of them are jealous. I want them to stop being jealous and start being ambitious and join us in trying to create a better world. I just want comics to be safe. All right. Ethan, you're so nice. Ignore the haters, says Dr. Fantastic. I'm not that nice. I'm not that nice. Get in the way. I swear to God. I want to put Cyberpunk out on the stands. I want people to be able to see it. And I do know that this environment right now with these SJWs, I'm going to encounter resistance. And so I'm just saying, guys, I will resist the resistance. There will be no resistance. I will not be nice about it. People will say, how could Ethan be so mean? I'm telling you, I'm going to be mean. Leave my frog book alone. Leave my frog book alone. You're going to become like they are, SJW shaming tactic. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Pan Boy Lando Soy Child Dong Lover says, I'm liking the more ready for battle EVS. I don't want to fight. I just want to put out my comic book. That's all I want to do. But I'm aware that I am in the middle of a culture war. I'm aware. Panda $2. Thank you. I'm with you all the way, EVS. Keep fighting for us. All right. Vanilla War of Warcraft team leader Mark Kern recently put together a list about how Democrats can beat President Donald Trump and the Republicans moving forward. Shortly after he posted the list, he reportedly got hundreds of people contacted Blizzard in order to either get him fired. Do you understand, guys? This is what we're up against. This is what we're up against here. This is how insane everybody is. This is how insane everyone is. And I saw this. He's just like, hey, guys, how can the Democrats get me back as a voter? I don't want to vote for Trump, but I can't vote for these Democrats. How could you guys get me back? And he made a list of good ideas. And then everybody called and tried to get him fired. That's the world we live in today. I don't like it, but we have to be real about it. Kern squarely points to the fact people were trying to get him fired because of politics, of course. Here's Mark Kern. It's sad, but after posting about how to be a moderate in the political world and win votes, hundreds contacted Blizzard trying to either get me fired or ban my game account there. They were offended by tweets that pointed out why we should not try to fire people for politics. Tabletop Joe, $2 for the frog. All right, thank you so much. And the salamander. I like the salamander there as well. They were offended by tweets that pointed out why we should not try to fire people for comics or for politics. That's when Sony's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Rise of the Guardians director Peter Ramsey made it pretty clear he supports Antifa. Problematic dissident. LOL, these anti-fascists are as anti-fascism as the Democrats' People of Republic of Korea is democratic. And here's Peter Ramsey. How so? Please be specific. Because they're willing to actually fight people who incite violence and promote hatred? This is what they say. Like, everyone incites. I could say you insult or you incite violence and you promote hatred, and therefore I have to fight you. Perhaps you believe that fascist and white nationalist ideologies deserve their fair day in the sun. They've had them, so, no. He would go on to call Donald Trump, Steve Bannon, and Steve Miller white supremacists. Okay, well, that, okay. Cal, any group that fights to completely silence another because they don't like what the other has to say is a textbook fascist. Thanks, Captain Klutz, for $50. Don't dox or shame, etc. You're better than that, and that's why you will win. Well, all right. Under advisement. Taken under advisement. Thank you. Love you. Peter Ramsey, do you understand what fascism is? Do you understand what these alt-right fascists want? On white supremacy, Donald Trump is a white supremacist. He had Steve Bannon and has Steve Miller both white supremacists in the White House. The White House, try to keep up. He then went on to imply his support for, this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. He went on to imply his support for Antifa. Nicholas Glenn, thanks for $9. Would you consider Campea an SJW or just a shill? I don't know his politics. He is a shill, though. I have no idea what his politics are. Yeah, I wasn't even talking about Trump. Was never a supporter, never will be. But, you know, if you don't agree with these fanatics, you must be a Trump supporter somehow. What am I talking about? What I am talking about are Antifa, who, even if they are anti-Trump, are still fascist, and with how they act. God, I can't read right now. I'm looking over my camera at the... How do they act? How do they act other than fighting actual fascists who want to curtail the rights of Jews, of black people, of women, of Muslims? I've never heard of Antifa oppressing anyone except for people who want to oppress others. They oppressed the bank. I was in Washington, D.C. for the inauguration. I wanted to use the ATM machine, but Antifa had smashed it. JGFJ Fifey, thanks for $2. Luke, Uncle Ethan, have you fought in the SJW wars? Yeah. Panda, thank you for $2. Just look to Tico. She'll show us the way. Yeah, we're trying to save what we love. We're just trying to save what we love. Lou V, get ready for Captain Cuckold to get on you doxing. Give me a break. Okay. Peter Ramsey again goes on. How do they act other than fighting actual fascists? Oh, so we read that. This is a response. Why does Marvel insist on hiring these idiots? It's almost like they want to destroy their brand. So you support a domestic terrorist group who assaults citizens and destroy property. I won't be watching your movies. Have a good day. That's all you need to say. I mean, that's all you need to say. A number of fans began to disagree with Ramsey. He began to troll them. Yeah, just like Don Quixote was fighting actual giants instead of windmills. Peter Ramsey, oh look, someone else who doesn't watch the news. That is actually a sad confession. When you say something like this, someone else who doesn't watch the news, oh, so you watch MSNBC all day long, you watch CNN all day long, and you're crazy and angry. Yeah, people who don't watch the news in this day and age are healthy. People who do watch the news all day long are crazy and angry and say strange things and support evil. I mean, just manifest evil. And there goes my purchase of a ticket to your movie. Hope the virtue signaling and Trump derangement syndrome was worth it, Sony Pictures. And he posts, yeah, because, you know, is it going to work? Yeah, he claps. I like this meme. Yeah, good. He's like, good for you. Because you're supporting the Russians, of course. In fact, he joined the likes of EA Sports Battlefield executives in telling fans to go watch something else. He is actively telling potential customers not to buy a Sony and Marvel product. Oh, look, diversity in comics. Exactly. Why can't millionaire movie directors take mild criticism? That was your point, correct? Nah. Wow, he got a response from Peter Ramsey. Damn. Nah, why can't so-called fans act like human beings instead of like whining entitled little bitches? Art is an exchange. No one's forcing anyone to participate. You don't like something, go see something else. They call it art. Everything is art. Like, if it's art, it should be hanging on a wall. It's not art, dude. It's a product. You made a Spider-Man movie. Are you calling Spider-Man movie art? Are you calling your Spider-Man movie art? And it might not be to everyone's taste? Are you kidding me? Why do people hire people like this? Art is an exchange. Why does this get high? What these people all need to be. When I said, look at my article about from every day. It's like I get proved more and more right. Uh, Unbelievable. Why would you ever hire somebody who doesn't care about capitalism? Why would you care about people who don't care about their customers? Why would you hire someone? Uh, these people struggle with an internal chaos that might not be worth the company's time to alleviate on a daily basis. Everything they do, everything they say is meant to elevate their own self-esteem above that of someone else, which is the source of endless conflict in the workplace. Should they be fired? Yes, all of them. Look at Lucasfilm. They hired a gaggle of SJWs who have successfully run a multi-billion-dollar franchise into the side of a mountain. Star Wars, they made it unsellable to a hugely loyal audience. How? They're SJWs. If you hire them, prepare to hemorrhage money for the sake of their social justice aspirations. Get ready to hemorrhage money because this guy thinks what he's made for you is art, not a product. Hey, keep watching Rachel Maddow and getting angry at everybody on Twitter. He would go on to claim he's being harassed when people disagree. This is step 2. I'm being harassed. Disagree with him and vocalize that disagreement. By the way, you guys disagreed with me. Hold on a second. Let me just admire myself for a minute. You guys disagreed with me when I said that I was going to employ countermeasures against people who get in the way of me making sure that my fans can buy a copy of Cyberfrog. And you guys, the chat was 80% telling me, nope, wrong, nope, 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 nope. What did I do? What did I do? Did I say, you're harassing me? You're harassing me. Yeah, I am a pretty great guy, LOL, hashtag modesty. I sat and I listened to you guys. I listened to you. That's all I do, you just listen. Now I'm going to dox you all. That's what you weren't counting on. You weren't counting on the fact that we're already in the process of doxing everyone in the chat who disagreed. I curled up in a ball and cried. Okay, all right. I threw a tantrum. I did, yeah. No, I didn't. I just listened to you guys. I will listen. If you guys, if you don't agree with something I say, just tell me. I'll listen to you. I won't necessarily agree with you, but I will listen to you every single time. And I don't consider it harassment. There is harassment. You say bad things about Andrea, you're in trouble. That's harassment. But you can disagree with me. MD says, don't dox me, bro. Ro Kabir Kumar, no mercy, Caesar. Remember, they threatened your family over and over and over again, Ro Kabir. What can I do? Yeah. What I can do is what I'm doing. I laughed twice. Well, I did. It's maybe it was awkward laugh. Do you ever think that it could have been awkward laughter, like I could have been uncomfortable? Lama Gigante says, I disagree with your soy pants. Well, I don't care. They're burned. They don't exist anymore. I burned them. So, and they weren't even soy pants. They were sweatpants. They were just sweatpants. Doc's out for Wendig. I like that. Doc's out for Wendig. Doc's out for Dixon. I love it. All right, let's finish this. And you don't have to buy it. Straight up. Think about this. Hold on a second. This guy made a movie that you're trying to get. This guy spent probably $200 million on this movie. They're trying to make that money back. And this guy's out here saying this. If you don't like it, don't buy it. There it is. That is the very best. That is total SJW. That is SJW prime right there. Look, oh my God. I have to, oh my, just so good. It's just so good. I have to do this. Zoom in as tight as I can get. You don't like it, don't buy it. Okay, let's see it again. You don't like it, don't buy it. Okay, well that is what people don't do. They don't buy it. If they don't like it, they don't buy it. They don't not buy. They choose not to buy a product when they don't like it. It is a weird thing when they don't buy things because of your attitude. All right, let me read some super chats here and just make sure that I'm cool with you guys. Yep, I read all those. Yeah. Oh yeah, Nicholas Glenn, $1.99. You ever figure out what money CC was talking about? Yeah, he was saying that he contributed to the Cyberfrog Blood Honey campaign, and he was saying, I'm not even going to refund the money. I'm not going to ask for a refund. Just keep it. I don't want your book. Okay. I'm still going to send you. I'm still going to send you the comic, Phil. I'm sorry, but you purchased it. If you don't want your money back, if you want a refund, go get a refund. But if you don't want a refund, we will be sending you your comic. That's what we're going to do. You're not special. You're just one of 7,200 people that we're going to have to box up comics for. Greg Jenkins, thanks for $4.99. Hey there, Uncle Ethan. Just got my Cyberfrog copy. Cool. Great work keeping up the fight. Keep up the fight against those idiots. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't like it, don't buy it. This is why, right here in a nutshell, how many words? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 words. 7 words why you should not ever hire an SJW. Right there. 7 words. Because that's what they say. They will say the 7 words. I thought we 7,000 buyers were special. Yeah, you are. You are special. You are special. Don't get me wrong. You're very special. But you will all be treated equally to each other. And what I'm saying is, Captain Cummings, he is not going to be treated uniquely from his other 7,000 people who have also purchased the comic. If he would like a refund, he can refund it. Otherwise, he will receive the comic book as scheduled. Luciana, how did it go picking up the furniture today? Also, I think you handled last night's live stream very well. Lots of love. Thank you. It went well. I told the story about that at the beginning of this live stream. I did drive all the way out there, found out that it was an estate sale in a very, very old home, a kind of rundown old home. Beautiful furniture, beautiful china, a lot of things that were for sale. When I came home and told Andrea about it, she was jealous. She would like to go back and poke through the estate sale. I said she's welcome to do that. As soon as Ava wakes up, I would drive her over to look, and she's excited. They offered me, Luciana, I picked up the breakfast table, 6 chairs. She offered to throw in this big, huge kind of table that we already have that we use to rest the television on. She offered me another one. She's like, you could just take this. And it was in better shape than the one that we have. I said, let me ask my wife if that's something that she wants. And the thing was huge. The thing's the size of a horse. And came home and told her about it. And Andrea flipped out and said, you could have taken that. Well, yeah, I could have. I just didn't know that you wanted me to. Otherwise, it's going to go in the garage, and it's big. So we'll go back and get it maybe. Thank you. By the way, thank you. Everyone's very happy with the new furniture that came in. Captain Klutz recommends that you don't like it, don't buy it t-shirt. Yeah, that wouldn't be such a bad idea because that is right there. I mean, it's amazing how they all say the same thing. Why are SJWs all the same? A caustic soldier, you're so vain, EVS. I can't believe you're filling your house with furniture with your own name on it. Yeah, I can't either. It's great. It's fun. They all act like this. They all say the same things. They're all a problem. Look at this. Humanity is more important than professionalism. No, not in business. Not really. Not really. No, it isn't. Your professionalism, while you're speaking to fans who might are customers, actually trumps your humanity. Do your job. Do your job, especially when your humanity seems to come at the cost of your professionalism. And humanity is in quotes here. Humanity is just you being a dick. It's just you being a dick. Yeah. They are deliberately killing IPs, says Unknown. It seems like it. It seems like they are. It totally seems like they are. Yeah, false humanity. They're so... Yeah, Cam says the fucking arrogance of these morons. Well, for him to have humanity, he's calling you names. He's calling you names, and he's saying that that's because he has humanity. The implication is that you do not. This guy's like, but you're not just an artist? Art may be an exchange. Pro tip, it's not. It's actually a vehicle for the expression of ideas. But you're also a businessman who needs to actually sell stuff. Professionalism, wokeness, my dude, more important. more important than wokeness. He disagrees. Ramsey's opinion of Antifa is wildly wrong, and he seems to be willfully approving of their behavior, which has long been documented as violent. The Daily Wire put together a list of violent activities committed in the name of Antifa, including riots during President Donald Trump's inauguration day. I was there. I saw it. I seen it. I was on my feet nonstop that day. I was on my feet nonstop. Where's a picture of me at the inauguration? Do you want to see a picture of me at Donald Trump's inauguration or no? You don't? Okay. Don't worry about it then. That was a long day. And I seen Antifa running around. And I didn't even really understand what was going on. I was just like, hey, I'm here to, you know. But, yeah, that was absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal. The humanity. Go Jurify, thanks for $5. I bought this shirt because the artist didn't call me a racist. I like that shirt, too. That's a good idea. That's actually a really good idea. And I wouldn't call you a racist, would I? Would I? No, I wouldn't. Well, unless you are a racist. Hang on a sec. I can show you. I'll show you. Actually, we were chasing around the president's limousine. It was really cool. It was a big day. It was a very big day. Here's us the night before at the fireworks show. That's how far away I was from the Lincoln Memorial. Far away. But I got, you know, I did see President Trump come out and talk. And here's me having a drink with my presidential inauguration napkins, of which I took quite a few to give to people who cared. And by the way, having gone to the inauguration, I have kind of a unique perspective about some of the lies that were being told about it. You know, they showed pictures of the crowd not really being full. They took that picture at like 9 a.m. when people were still coming in. Yeah, that was my view. That was my view of the inauguration. It wasn't really great. It was, you know, it was far away. It wasn't empty. People were coming in. It was actually pretty damn full. You know, but whatever. Lies are lies. Hiring SJWs will leave you bankrupt. Thank you for $2. S Gamble. That's true. And if it didn't, I'd shut my mouth about it. I mean, if SJWs were selling everything and everything was doing great, all I could do was say, I guess I'm going to be an SJW. Zaire, thanks for $10. Regarding your review, Moroff was supposed to be one of the two leads of Rogue One, but Jin replaced him, and then his character was turned into Baze, and he became an extra. Moroff is a casualty of Kathleen Kennedy. That's so sad. I've got him on my desk now. I like him. He feels the same. He feels the same. Look, they look like they're friends. They look like they're friends. Close friends. No, okay. We won't do that again. I really do actually like that character. And they're nicely made. Hasbro makes good toys. I know that people argue about it and say, "Oh, they used to be better," but I don't know. I think they're pretty good right now. Yeah, it's not porn. All right, MAGA. Yeah, former professor and Antifa member Eric Clanton was arrested for 3 counts of suspicion of assault with a deadly weapon in the now infamous bike lock attack where he bashed a pro-Trump rally attendee over the head with a U-shaped bicycle lock in Berkeley, California. I was there. I was there when they were at the ball, the right-wing ball, and I was there outside with Lauren Southern. Hi. How you doing? You want to go? Oh, well, I want to go swimming. I do want to go swimming. Are we all going?
Probably like half an hour.
Okay. I'm almost done. Okay, Andrea wants to go swimming. We're gonna go to. We joined this great gym. Yeah, a really good gym, and they have an awesome set of pools outside. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Oh, you need to get that table. That's up to Andrea. That's up to Andrea. Um, well, you can't come because you have to be a member. I don't know if we can bring members in. I don't know if we can bring guests in. Uh, disembodied voice, Andrea. Yeah. All right. So anyway, the point of this all is that SJWs are terrible people. It doesn't surprise me that they agree with Antifa. It doesn't surprise me at all, and that is why I want to kick SJWs out of entertainment. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. I don't have the ability to do that. And this is, I don't like the title of this article because it wants to kick, that kind of implies that I have the power to do this. No, I wish I could. Ethan Van Sciver wishes he could kick SJWs out of entertainment, but he is just an ink, frog, and t-shirt merchant. You have a guest pass liar? No, I don't. That's the face of a man with no fucks to give. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Looking swole. I don't know. I don't know about swole. Uncle Ethan and Speedo. Oh, no. No, Uncle Ethan is heavy. Uncle Ethan is like 10 pounds heavier than he should be right now. Uncle A actually needs, well, when I say 10 pounds heavier, I mean more like 50 pounds heavier than I should be, but 10 pounds too heavy for my, well-being. I would like to weigh 200, I would like to weigh 190 pounds. No, only 10, meaning that I'm comfortable weighing about 232 pounds. Comfortably fat. And I look pretty good. That's me at 232 pounds. No, 170. I don't want to be small. I don't want to be a thin dude. I want to be substantial. But yeah. What happened yesterday? Geeks and Gamers were saying you had a bad day. Oh, it's a long story. I had a fine day. Honestly, it's a different thing when your own people supposedly are coming at you rather than SJWs. SJWs is a little bit weird, but when your own people, when Republicans are coming after you out of jealousy, it's it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. What do you mean explain? We missed it. Go watch the live streams. They're all up. All the chat. The last, the 3 videos before today, all yesterday's videos are all about it. You can see a lot of Weasley behavior. You can see a lot of bewildered behavior on my part, and you can go check it out if you're interested. Some people said it was boring, but I don't know. Uncle Ethan wants to be Liam Neeson. Yeah, of course. Any word from CC? What is CC? Oh, Captain Cummings? I don't know. I haven't looked. All right. Yeah, Andrea said in a half an hour we're gonna leave. Too many people in this room. We had at the most we had 2,900 people in the live stream. I told Andrea, I was like, this could get big. We could get to 4,000 or 5,000 people in the live stream. She said, no, you might hit 3,000. And she was exactly right. All right, guys. I'm going to go. I'm going to get my swimsuit on. I'm going to get my trunks on. I'm going to get a totally soy tank top with a picture of a palm tree on it, probably. And I'm going to go swim with my family. I'll see you there.